pitches. What are the feelings like in the camp about how this surface is playing, first of all?
I think we probably felt we're in a pretty good position coming into today. 300 runs on the board with a few wickets in hand, and probably didn't. Ideally, we would have liked to probably get another 40 or 50 this morning. Didn't work out that way, but look, I think if we had a bowled the way that we would have liked to, I think we probably could have been in a much better position.
Where do you think, specifically the bowling kind of fell short today?
I think the fast bowlers were excellent. Coming off an England series where they had a great series, I thought they continued that today in conditions that didn't really suit them. Spinners were probably just a little bit off. Ramesh Mendez probably hasn't played a red ball game for a few months now, being on an England tour, not playing, and LPL prior to that. So probably fractionally off from a length and line point of view, and Prabhat was probably a little bit off for his usual efforts here. I mean, both of them average in the mid to low 20s at this ground, so I've got no doubt that they'll find a way to fight back and continue to get us back into the game and in a good position.
I mean, obviously, the league is now down to 50. What would be the mindset going tomorrow? There were too many boundary balls as well. New Zealand tried to stay and reverse it quite a bit. What could the spinners do to sort of address the issue and not that injury?
I think control of line and length, I think, is the first thing. We've got to be able to bowl the ball in the areas that we need to, and I think if we do that, there's enough in this wicket. We know here the game can speed up very quick at the back end, so we could be 1 or 2 wickets away from having a first innings lead. So we'll certainly be going into tomorrow's game, trying to get early wickets, and hopefully we can go through them in a hurry and ideally end up with the lead. But if not, then not much of a target to catch up.
We saw a lot of shot making from one of the midfield batters, from playing a lot of speed versus the 12 rounds, especially. How much harder is it for bowlers to kind of settle against that as well, for trying to score against you like that?
Yeah, it is difficult, but it also it creates opportunities in there as well. But I thought they played very well. I know they've had some success in subcontinent, but they've also had their challenges in the subcontinent, and I think they've gone away and worked very hard on their batting in these conditions. And some of them have struggled at this ground in particular, and I know that they're quality players, and they would have put a lot of time into how they can score runs at this ground. And I thought they batted really well.
In terms of your bowling, you saw Danushka still had quite a bit of bowling and a bit of success today, and Mendez is there as well. When you kind of plan for a match at all, how much are they kind of in the next bowling, and how much are you expecting them to bowl in a test innings?
Yeah, they're bowling a lot, and as you say, Ramesh would have been bowling a lot in England, I'm sure. It's different when you get out in the middle, obviously with the breezes and that, and we bowled a lot out in the middle with those, to try and work through those breezes as well, heading into the game. But the pressure of expectation coming into today would have been very high for the spinners as well, and we're probably just a little bit off the mark in there. But as I say, they're very, very proud bowlers who have got a great record here. So I've got no doubt that they'll come fighting back in the next 3 days.
This is just of course. How much attention would you put to the dot balls and bowled by the spinners?
Yeah, a major focus of ours was holding line and length, and that's probably just where we missed out today. So I think if we were able to hold our line and length for longer, it would have been much more difficult for them to rotate the strike that they did, and also the boundary balls as well. So yeah, we play a heavy attention to controlling the run rate in there, and we didn't do that today. So that's what we'll sit down and come up with some plans to try and do it. But no matter what the plan you have, you've got to be able to bowl the ball in the area you need to.
Prabhat obviously is not a great turner, but he used to be a great spot bowler.
Today he bowled 15 over 314 and bowled not a single maiden over. After tea, 15 overs he bowled, only 3 maiden overs. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, as I said, he was just fractionally off for Prabhath today, and as I said, he's a very proud man, and you don't average 21 at Gaul for a reason. So, as I say, he'll work through it. He'll come back, and I've got no doubt he'll have a major impact on this Test match and the next one.
Coach, Aravinda said that one of the areas that he wants to, that he has been working really hard on is spin bowling. Can you just shed some light as to what exactly he has been doing?
Yeah, so I mean, again, probably one of the most talented cricketers in the world. Left arm, right arm, doesn't want for anything with the bat. So he's a busy man because he's got to try and gain control with his left arm and then gain the same control with his right arm. But I think most people see that his right arm is probably slightly ahead of his left arm. So he's working hard, and he has to be the hardest working cricketer in the game because it takes a lot to be able to bowl the ball where you want, as we saw today. And he's been doing a lot of work on his just seam positions for different conditions. These conditions here probably require a slightly different seam position that he was trying to bowl with England. So he's just trying to work through seam positions for conditions.
So just to follow up that, have you ever coached a player that you're trying to figure out how to do as many things as Aravinda is in terms of what they're trying to bowl? The lines are completely different when he's bowling with 2 different arms. What is it like coaching someone who can bowl both arms?
Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to get an understanding of what they're capable of, I suppose, with both arms. In there, he tends to bowl slightly quicker and more side spin with his left arm, and his right arm, he can actually get a slightly better, more overspin and a slightly better shape with his right arm. So it's just understanding what he's capable of, and also, I mean.
Welcome to Sri Lankan Airlines, where the pride of taking you to the world excites us every day, where service is intuitive and indulgence is encouraged. Our care is inherent. This is where the world comes home. Thank you for flying Sri Lankan Airlines. You're our world.
කරන්ට් කපුවනේ කරන්ට්යක් ලයිට් තියෙන නම් තත්ත්වයෙන් ඉහළ green electric rechargeable LED බල්බම තෝරාගන්න. විදුලි බලය නොමැතිව පැය 4ක් පුරා දැල්වෙන වසරක වගකීමක් සහිත එකම බල්බය. green electric රටම එළියයි ප්‍රමිතියෙන් ඉහළයි.